that bad? I mean, service to the people cuts across. Every
Maybe I'll
strata.
continue. I'll face my career and continue serving the people.
Do you think this will have a backlash on your career as a comedian if, and I'm just being objective, if all this doesn't work out as you planned? Do you think it's going to affect?
I don't have any problem with my career. As a matter of fact, I make bold to say that I'm good at what I do.
Of course.
I am good at what I do. And it can never have anything. I mean, that's the truth. My brands as an actor, in fact, this is just the beginning of the starting for me.
I'm actually quite eager to see how this unfolds. Now, how is your family taken? You've mentioned your kinsmen. I'm talking about your wife, Zadok, Zara, who probably don't know much about politics yet.
The funny thing is, when it all started, my wife...
Did she laugh?
She laughed first. And then she was in the States. She asked me one day, she sent me on baby, when are you going to stop this joke? I told her it is no joke. Until one day my mom called me. I received the call from my mother I'll speak it in my language and then I translate. She just called me and she said, Chire, that's my middle name, that's what she calls me, especially when she needs favor. Chire, I said, Mama, no, rumor. I'm hearing rumor, that you're going for governorship. Is a governorship. Is it true you're going for governorship? I said, Owe means yes. The next thing I heard from the other side was, I was like, easy, that's leave it for them, you're not in anything. They're in everything, leave it for them. Before they come and kidnap me, I said, Mama, if we leave it for them, who will take it?
But it's good to know mom is following politics.
Yes,
but
the truth is...
it's a reality. Your family is also exposed to the risk of being a politician.
Yeah. That's because everybody says, are you ready to swim in the murky waters of politics? That's the way they have made it look. So everybody, I know many people have been calling me that they will take me to somewhere. That there's a place they can take me to,
bath you.
To bath me, to prepare me. I said, no, if God doesn't want it, I believe that God is preparing me for bigger challenges and for bigger projects. So maybe I should concentrate.
I'm actually encouraged.
Let me even say this. Part of why I heeded the advice of my kinsman is the fact that they have the opinion that in Rivers State, there is a ton of the Riverian people. Moreover, the president, the governor now, Rotimi, is also my kinsman. If you can say that, we're all Aquarians. So they're saying, okay, but I've decided that if it's not governorship, if it's not House of Reps, my brother, you check them now, can't go back local.
But
can't go local. At my level.
No, Julius.
At my level.
But it's service.
I'm a global brand.
Julius, it's service. You mentioned service to the people, and you are never too high or too low to serve the people. Some might say that even if he's chairman of a local government in your area and you start with that, that it's a noble gesture. I'm not saying you should, but I'm just saying that you seem very fixed on certain levels.
Are you suggesting I discuss that with them?
The Kingsmen. Well, whichever way, Julius, I honestly do wish you all the best. On a lighter note, I wanted to fast forward and basically get your opinion on 2015. A lot of decamping, moving back and forth. There's a lot of tension in the air. Rallies are turning violent, and people are generally not feeling very safe about coming out in 2015. What's your advice if INEC was here, and what would you tell them, or the government generally? How would you advise them in terms of security of the people for 2015?
That's a deep one. The truth about it is that a lot of people, there's high awareness now. That's it. First, the awareness is high. The social media has actually helped to sensitize a lot of people. And then it still boils down to the same thing I said earlier, about people just thinking, materialistic craving. So a lot of people are, okay, yes, this is where we can make some money. And then what happens to service? And I believe that is a challenge for our generation too, you and I, the younger generation, to realize that we have a major role to play. If we do not succeed in changing this view, not just changing this view, in impacting in our society. I mean, if you go out there, Oscar, Nigeria has a very bad name out there. And that's part of why I'm saying this, that, okay, for people like Julius, for so many other people, I mean, if there's anything that has given us or placed us on the global map, is entertainment. We've been able to use that area to actually try to launder the image of this country and all that. But you know what? It is our duty to ensure that this coming year, you know, the fears are there. We know what happened in so many other states. And I know what's happening in my own
Your
state.
state is very heated in your state.
It's
extremely.
heated, it's serious. But then, that is where we begin to think of not just family value has a role to play. We should be able to know what is wrong and what is right.
But Julius, would you agree or disagree with me saying that some school of thought believe that whatever you're good at, stick to it and effect your change from where you are? I am a radio host so I use my medium. You are a comedian. How have you used your medium to effect change without necessarily going into politics? Is that something you've done in the past or you would like to do moving ahead?
That's exactly the point I was trying to make. I've been playing a self-ambassadorial role for a while now. You know, interested to know that I've taken my trade to UK, where we have cracker ribs every year, annually. It's been running for the past 9 years. And what do I do with that? For those who have seen Nigerians generally as fraudsters, as, you know, they just see us as 519. I've used that platform to showcase so many of the young talents.
Is there any particular incident that stuck with you in all your years of going outside the country? Maybe a comment made by someone. Is there anyone you can tell us and let us know how what you've done has changed their perception?
The fact remains that people look forward to it, to see these talents. As a matter of fact, we, like I said, if there's anything that has placed us, on the global map, is entertainment. We've done this I just returned from hosting the Gamma Awards in Houston, Texas, and I know the cream of people talking about other, Americans that attended that event, and saw Nigeria in a different light, where our movies were awarded. Films, Mbemi Song, Lancelot Master, actors, actresses. What am I saying? We have done well in that area. Why can't our politicians realize that they need to also come? See the way we fought the Ebola fight. We came together. So to America, don't they see us, they seek advice. How then they won't clear Ebola? Do you understand?
Yes, I do.
If we can come together like that, why can't our... This is the only country where, as people are taking form to run for any elective post, they're also calling their lawyer to prepare.
Just in case.
They have not gone to the poll yet. I mean, I was privileged to be during Obama's first tenure.
Yes.
I was privileged to be in America during that period. And they had not finished counting when McCain called to congratulate Obama. Do you remember? Can that happen in Nigeria? In fact, they will still be in court.
Well, we'll have to wait and see how that unfolds.
They will still be in court.
Time is fast. So sorry, time is fast spent, Julius. I really wish you could come back. When I think of the likes of bless her soul, Dora Kunyili, who was very dedicated in her fight against drugs, and I believe that there are people out there who can effect change without necessarily baffing themselves or getting into the murky waters.
You don't talk about my book.
I will.
Okay.
Jokes apart, I will.
Everything. This is an inspirational.
Time is fast, but my producer is telling me we need to go. You know what to catch.
I came here for 10 minutes. When I carry me, I prepare, they drive, come here for only 10 minutes.
Julius,
send broadcast, send tweets, people they wait.
No vex, okay, Julius. Send another broadcast, say you go come next week. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for joining us on Robbie Minds this week. By the way, happy birthday to Modupe, the previous guest. Today is her birthday. And of course, to everybody out there watching us on Robbie Minds, thank you for taking the time out. Don't forget to follow us at Robbie Minds, that's on Twitter. And of course, join us same time next week, 3 p.m. right here on Channels Television. I'm Bimileke Oscar Onyesa. Welcome to a brand new month. Have a lovely week ahead, and God bless.
We represent G-E-R. What else?